Right, guys, I think we're live now. So we have about 5 minutes to the opening of New York Stock Exchange. So we have about 5 minutes to do the analysis and also get our accounts ready for trading. All right. Yesterday we missed out on the move because price respected exactly the first demand zone, but we did not enter the trade. So we missed out on the move entirely. I didn't later enter any trade. I thought the pullback would actually come a lot into the zone, but it didn't come close. It came, there was a pullback, but the pullback was not like a lot. So I was not able to get a entry. So, and it went about 450 points, but anyway, that's fine. So today we're also looking for the continuation of the buy. I do believe that NASDAQ will reach the 29,000. So it's either we buy from where price is right now, or when the opening happens, maybe it goes down a little bit, then start to give us a buy information. But I think for both scenarios, we need to just wait. We just need to wait and see what the opening range will do. I don't like entering a trade like some minutes to the opening, even though it works out sometimes, but most of the time it's best to wait for the opening candle to finish first, at least the first 1 minute candle, to see where it wants to go. Then maybe if it goes in our direction, then we can join it. If it goes the opposite direction, we can wait for them to start buying. But today we are only looking to buy NASDAQ. So the only thing now is, are we buying from where price is right now, or is it going to go a little bit lower? I wish it's going to go a little bit lower so that at least it can increase our probability. But whatever it does, we are not selling NASDAQ today. We'll be looking to buy. So we just keep wait. I think we should get a trade today. We should get an entry today. And even me, I wanted to enter like I wanted to make sure I get like entry today because I do need to trade today. I've only taken one trade this week and it was a stop loss on I think Tuesday, right? So I need a winning trade ASAP. I need a winning trade ASAP. So I'm still trading the 50K challenge, the phase one. I've only taken one trade in it, so I've not yet taken any other trade. So that's what is currently up. So, all right, so we have about 2 minutes. So let's read the analysis before that happens. So I turn on my indicator for me to see the current ATR. The current ATR value is 27, meaning that if you're going to be using any stop loss, you need to be using stop loss of 30 times 2, which is about 60-70 pips. So that's fine. So where we are right now is that NASDAQ has created an all-time high, which was today anyway, and it's rejecting. It's above the Asian high. It's around the previous day high. So NASDAQ took the previous day high, which is yesterday high, and is rejecting it. So there's a chance that NASDAQ might sell a little bit before it actually buy, based on this current setup. But whatever happens at the opening is exactly what we're going to follow. Within the first 15 minutes, whatever happened, we're going to use that to determine if we are going to be buying or we're going to be holding on. But we're not going to be looking for sell. We're going to be waiting for a buy setup. So if the buy setup comes on time or if it comes later, I think it's just the best for us to do. We're going to wait for it. And yeah. So 1 more minute and it's going to be game time. I'm going to be looking at the market in 2 places. Going to be looking at it on the 1 minute and also on the 15 minutes. All right, guys. So I think we should be getting ready. All right. So the first 1 minute candle started already. So it started as a bearish candle actually. So it's selling a lot. Like the pressure is selling, but it could be that it's gonna go to an area of interest where we can get an entry. So that's what I'm hoping that is gonna happen. That's what I'm hoping would happen. So we're in the first 1 minute already of the opening. First 1 minute of the opening. All right. So there's like equal volatility, because if you're watching on the 1 minute like I'm doing, I'm looking on the 1 minute on my MetaTrader 5 app. There's a war between buyers and sellers. The sellers are pushing the price a lot aggressively downward, and buyers are also pushing it back up. So, and it seems like the sellers have created an they've won just now. So it's just for us to see a bullish formation at any of the area of interest, either somewhere at the 50% of the Asian range. If we start to see a bullish formation there, we would be interested in, we would be interested to take a buy. But for now, let's see what the first 5 minutes is going to do. Then we will pick a side to follow. S&P 500 on the other hand is maybe it's going to do a reversal before you start buying, right? US 30, let's see. US 30, anyway, US 30 is going up already. So anyway, there's a chance that NASDAQ 2 will start the real move, but we need to know exactly where to enter from. So I'm interested to actually enter from where we are right now. But if we enter from where we are right now, the stop loss would have to be at least the Asian low. That is going to be 114 points. So, and there's also another chance that NASDAQ can actually reach there. So I'm going to wait. It does not really form any bullish formation for us. So because of that, I think we should keep waiting. We'll keep waiting a little bit. If you look on the 1 minute right here, you see what I'm seeing as well. So this is the 1 minute to see how it's just moving up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's looking as if we are going to be buying very, very soon, because the buyers are actually, they are stepping in quite aggressively as well. So for now, we're waiting for the first 15 minutes to be over. Afterwards, we would see, or at least either the first 5 minutes. If there's no setup in the first 5 minutes, then we'll wait for the first 15 minutes to be over. Then we would pick a direction. For sure, there's no doubt that we need to buy NASDAQ. It's just that, should we buy right now, and where is the stop loss going to be? That's like the main issue. Like, that's like the main reason why we are like, trying to hold on, to make sure we get the best place for our stop loss. Because we don't just want to buy and put our stop loss in a random place, So, okay, so it seems like we're going to be buying NASDAQ because it's already creating a new high already of the session. So once we get like a proper pullback, we're going to be doing a buy of NASDAQ. So the buy side is already winning. The buy side is winning. I hope that there's going to be a pullback, honestly, because without pullback, we cannot enter. With pullback, we can enter. Without pullback, we cannot enter. If there's pullback, we'll be able to enter the NASDAQ and take a trade. So we're almost it's almost time. We're getting ready. I'm getting ready. I am getting ready. I'm getting ready, guys. I'm getting ready. I am getting ready. So the first 5 minutes candle will print in the next 21 seconds. And then we'll see what kind of candle it is. So we'll see what kind of candle it is. Guys, I'm getting ready to buy the NASDAQ. If you buy NASDAQ, you will have to use a proper stop loss. Like, okay, I think we should be executing in the next few seconds now. NASDAQ has already given us everything we kind of need. So I just need to see a little bit of pullback, then I'm going to execute, but it's all right, guys, I'm waiting for small pullback. If I see a little bit of pullback, I will do the entry. If I see like a proper pullback into at least, I want the price to come here because my stop loss is going to be at the Asian low. That's 128. So that means that 128, and you know, so 128. The S&P 500 is pointing downwards, while the NASDAQ is pointing upward. So that also suggests that we should hold on. Actually, it's suggesting that we should hold on. Sometimes the S&P 500 is leading, sometimes the NASDAQ is leading index. So I would suggest that we actually hold on for now. Probably there is a second place that NASDAQ really needs to get to. So, okay. So we'll be patient a little bit, guys. Let's be patient for now. I just decided to check the S&P 500, but normally I don't need it because S&P 500 and NASDAQ, they are not properly correlated here. But sometimes when you see what it is doing, it can also give you an idea of, you know. Now the thing is, the S&P 500 has come into a, let's call it a support zone. NASDAQ, on the other hand, is already in the support zone, right? So that might be the reason why the S&P 500 is pushing down, why the NASDAQ is doing that. So most likely, I think we should actually be buying this thing already. Like, if you see how my hand is pushing me right now, I just want to press the buy button. I want to press the buy button, but at the same time, like, if I just press the buy button without waiting, that means I want to take stop loss. So for that reason, I'm trying to chill a little bit. At least if I wait for the first 15 minutes, at least I'll know whatever fake outs that needs to happen, it will happen within the first 15 minutes. So I'm trying to see, maybe, you know, a fake out is trying to set up itself, and I want to avoid being on the side of the fake out. There is no news, by the way, so we don't have any issue with news. No news is going to affect our trade right now. The US 30 is also pushing down. So why is NASDAQ pushing up? That means NASDAQ is currently misleading us a little bit, so we need to be patient. NASDAQ is potentially misleading us, so for this reason, let's wait for this first 15 minutes to be over. And also, the current type of setup is also not the best type of setup that we do take, because the best setup is, let's say we want to buy now. NASDAQ is supposed to actually take the Asian low. So if it takes the Asian low, then we can take a buy, then it can go up, right? So that kind of trade. The S&P 500, the US 30. Okay, let's see. Why is NASDAQ going up? NASDAQ is going up, but the other indices are actually going down. Now that's what I'm actually concerned about now. Am I gonna miss out on this trade? Am I gonna miss out on this trade? Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. So we are in the second 5 minutes. Second 5 minutes is gonna be over in 14 seconds. And okay, guys, we're still waiting. All right, so the second candle actually finished, and it's looking like you know, the buy formation is setting up itself. So far right now, there is no yet any selling candlesticks pattern yet. It's just all buying pattern. So, and I am still not in the trade. Like, oh my god, it's pushing and it's leaving us. I think gradually this trade is leaving us, man. It's leaving us. Do not leave us like yesterday. Do not leave us like yesterday. It should not leave us like yesterday, though. it should give us an entry. And that's the thing, like if we decide to enter the trade right now, that's exactly when the trade will start going down to our stop loss level because we are not patient enough. So we will just wait for the first 15 minutes to be over. Then we would see. So if it's doing just like exactly what happened yesterday, because yesterday at the 15 minute, the first 230 candle that opened yesterday was just, you know, it just did whatever it wants to do, and it was just going one way. So if it does similarly today as well, then I think we will be able to make a decision very soon. The S&P 500 is respecting this zone, so only if it broke this zone. If it doesn't break this zone, then that means that NASDAQ is actually correct. But if it does break this zone, then that means that NASDAQ is definitely misleading us. Another thing to look at is actually the US oil. The US oil is actually bearish. So if US oil is bearish, definitely NASDAQ is going to be bullish. And okay, it's looking like it's going to respect this zone in the formation, but will it really respect it like that? Like, how's US oil? This is the NASDAQ. Okay. So 3 minutes to the first 15 minutes candle. Then we would see. Then we would see, we will see. Oh man. Anyway, buying NASDAQ from anywhere is not a problem. The only thing is where you are going to put your stop loss. So if you buy from anywhere and you want to put your stop loss, the best stop loss place right now is behind the Asian range like this. That is about 150 pips. So if you want to trade the NASDAQ blindly, you have to use a big stop loss and a very small lot size. But if you want to trade it like sniper entry, then you have to wait and wait and wait and wait. So that's what we're doing right now, just waiting. Now the reason for all this waiting, right, is because you know, on Tuesday I already took the first stop loss, so I don't want the next trade. I want to do my best to make sure that the second trade will at least be a winning trade, you know. So that's like the reason why I'm having slow decision. So 2 more minutes and it's going to be the end of the first 15-minute session. All right, so we are potentially, now let me see, what did S&P 500 do? Did it close below this candle? It's rejecting this candle. Okay, it's rejecting that candle. The S&P 500, the US 30. Okay, so if US 30 is rejecting this way, it's giving a good sign that maybe NASDAQ will actually, maybe NASDAQ is correct, you know. So okay, so 1 more minute, 1 more minute. In 1 minute we'll know now. Oh, you see, it's pushing down. It's pushing down. So there's a chance that we need to hold on a little bit. We need to hold on a little bit before buying. See how it's pushing a lot down in the last 1 minute candle. So that means that see, okay, so the candle actually closed now. I think we need to hold on, guys. The candle was an indecision candle, so I think they need to go. Okay, it's an indecision candle. US 30 as well, and this as well. So it's an indecision candle. So the first 15 minutes candle is indecision and indecisive. So what should we do with an indecision candle? So that means we need to hold on and wait until we see a proper formation that we know, that we are used to before, or like a liquidity taking, and then we would we'll wait. So it's very likely now that they will sell into a particular level before they actually start going our direction. See how so let's wait for this selling to be over. When the sell formation is over, or for example, if NASDAQ should sell to reach the previous day, it's even nice that they decided to push downward now. That means that if we get a buy later on, the buy is going to be at least much better. We will get a much better buying, we get a much better buy. Okay. Man, imagine that we have already entered the buy. We would have just been in drawdown right now. And that's the reason why we normally wait for, that's why I normally wait for this first 15 minutes to close, because it can change direction very quickly and later on now correct the direction and then start going one way. So now it's just for us to keep looking. I think at a point we're going to know if we really need to enter the trade. We are going to know actually. We will have a feeling, but okay, you know what, let's enter the trade then. We're gonna have a feeling. But for now, no entry. The S&P 500 is selling more. So that also means that NASDAQ will also sell more. And if it's going to sell more, the target might be the Asian low. Asian low, you know, Asian low might be the target. If Asian low is the target, that means there's still room for the NASDAQ to actually go there. Anyway, I just need one trade I can enter and hold for as long as possible. You know, I just need one trade, and I prefer it to be the buy side so that I can take a buy and hold it for maybe like 500 points. And if I get 500 points, I will pass challenge. I'll also make money, and you know, so I don't need to try and scalp this sell. So I'm trying to talk myself into not taking a sell, right? So because the sell is currently the short-term trend right now, and where the sell is going to reach potentially is the Asian low, and from the Asian low is where we're going to start looking for buy. So if that's the case, then we would be patient. I doubt that it's going to get all the way there because NASDAQ is eyeing the 29,000 price point. So I'm just waiting for NASDAQ to create a, candlestick pattern that I'm familiar with, and I'm going to take a trade once I see it. Well, I've not seen it. That's exactly another thing now. I have not seen it. So that okay, I've not really seen any candlestick pattern that I'm familiar with for buying, and that's why I'm still waiting. So far there's no entry yet, guys, and I don't know if there's gonna be an entry on this the live stream. But if there's gonna be an entry, I'm gonna, if in case we did not enter any trade on the live stream, if I later on enter the trade, I'm going to make the call on the Telegram that I enter a trade so that you can know. But for sure, we're going to be buying NASDAQ, but where we're going to be buying, there's two places. The current price, but it's not yet ready. And the second place is below the Asian low. So I'm just hoping that that's exactly what they want to do. Like if NASDAQ should go there now to the Asian low, then start rejecting it, then I will be interested to buy. And another thing that can also happen is that from where NASDAQ is right now, it can actually, start giving us a 1 minute market structure. And if it starts doing that, maybe we should engage from there actually. Okay. I think actually it has started to give a 1 minute market shift structure. So now my question now is that if I enter this trade here, where will my stop loss be? If I actually use 200 pip stop loss, what if I use a 200 pip stop loss? If I use 200 pip stop loss, I need to use a small lot size like 0.5, and I need to target here. Then I will make about $200. It's too small. I mean, I'm gonna wait for as long as possible, and it's actually possible that NASDAQ would reach my stop loss also. So no amount of stop loss I put can actually save me if I'm wrong about the direction. So knowing that, what would you do? Knowing that, what would you do? Knowing that, what would you do? The S&P 500 and US 30, they are still pushing down into the Asian low. So that means that Mr. NASDAQ is still going to sell into that level as well. So it's just not getting ready to do it yet. It's also going to do it. So, all right, we'll wait. We will wait. We're going to wait. Anyway, it's even much better to take a buy from the bottom than, taking a buy from where we are right now. So all right, guys, we're waiting. If you see what the S&P 500 is doing, is selling, and the NASDAQ is also potentially selling but rejecting to the upside. NASDAQ is showing us that buyers are interested to push the market, but the S&P 500 is letting us know that it's not yet time, right? So, and the place where it's going to be time, they are almost there, and I think it is the Asian low. So as soon as they get to the Asian low, we will see what the NASDAQ will start doing from there. As soon as the other pair gets to the Asian low, we will see what it starts to do from there. But the NASDAQ is already creating is potentially going to create a new high. And that is another thing. By the way, this stream should be over in the next 7 minutes, but I will move to Telegram so that any other updates, I'm going to share it on the Telegram so that we don't just sit here and keep waiting for setup. We would be waiting on the Telegram. Ibaho, Ibaho. So we are we're going. Ibaho. So the NASDAQ, it seems like the NASDAQ wants to create a new high right now. If NASDAQ creates a new high, that means that the shift is already happening. If NASDAQ should create a new high right now on the current push, that means, oh, okay, I think it just did. I think NASDAQ just created a new high. That means that this level, that mid-range is going to be respected, and we can start to look for entry. Okay, so that means we can actually start looking for entry. Okay, that's good. It's just a matter of time before even the S&P 500 is going to do the same thing that NASDAQ is doing right now. So, and I'm thinking of looking for entry. Oh, NASDAQ has left us right now. The NASDAQ has left us right now. So we need a pullback, and we would get an entry. We just need a pullback to get an entry. So NASDAQ will be respecting that level. It has created a new high. All we need to see now is a pullback, like a really good pullback, hopefully, and then we would rejoin the buy. From where it is now, you will use this as a stop loss. All right, guys, so we're waiting. US 30 on the other hand actually went for Asian low. S&P 500 went to the 50% range. NASDAQ did not even reach the 50% range. So there will be pullback actually. So after the pullback, I will get an entry, and I think with that, then we would see. It would be nice to just target the 29,000 price and take the trade. Man, trading is not easy, man. You have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Like, but anyway, just like yesterday, hopefully, I hope we don't miss out on this trade. But there will be a pullback. Normally, you know, there's always a pullback. It's just if we are not patient enough to wait for the pullback, that's just the only thing. So if we do wait for the pullback, I think we're going to be fine. But if we don't wait for the pullback, that's exactly when things are not looking good. But if we wait for the pullback, it is best that we do wait for the pullback. So okay. All right, guys. There's no entry yet, but let's call it a quit on this live stream. We're gonna switch to the Telegram now. So I'm gonna be posting the update on the Telegram. Once I'm entering the trade, but we just need to see a pullback. This time around, the pullback may not be that much, but if we see any minor pullback, I think it makes sense for us to enter the NASDAQ. I want to see like at least a 50% pullback into the swing low that just been created now. So if that should happen, honestly, we should enter the NASDAQ. As long as we use a good stop loss, then we will be okay. So happy and safe trading, guys. If you're not on the Telegram, when I post the update, you can just click on the link in the description to join the Telegram, and then you'll be inside the Telegram. So let's go for now, and we'll update each other. And whenever you're trading today, use a proper lot size. Don't use a too big lot size. And the targets, whenever we enter the trade, the target is going to be 29,000. NASDAQ should go to 29,000. It can reach there today or maybe tomorrow, but it's going to go there. Let's see if that happens. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming always. Enjoy yourself, and we'll see each other again tomorrow, Friday. All right. Bye-bye for now.